What's up, EV Clan? Alex Espion here, and welcome back to the next episode of the Pokemon Red Randomizer Nuzlocke, where today I will start by reading this trainer's dialogue, and then I will be doing a trainer battle. Your Pokemon have weak points. I can nail them. I'm sure you can, but, ordinarily, I'm sure you would be able to, but, actually, as you can see, my team is quite diverse, but not really any more diverse than it would be in a normal playthrough. If anything, less so, because I have a Gengar and a Haunter. That's two Ghost Poison types. Not only two Ghost Poison types, not only two Pokemon with the exact same type pairing, but also two Pokemon of the exact same evolution line. So yeah, what I was saying about diversity regarding my team may not entirely be true. I also have two Pokemon with, like, primarily normal type moves. Obviously, Carly and Gerald, I believe, is the Magmar's name. I should know this by now with certainty, but I'm a little uncertain because my memory is terrible, in case you're new. I say it like every episode because it's true, and it just about comes up just about every episode. But, basically, what we've been doing the last few episodes is we've been going through Silph Co here, which is this big building which Team Rocket has taken over. And the reason why we're going through this building is, one, to get the Master Ball, and two, just so we can progress in the game. Because we are in Saffron City, but before we can take on the Saffron City gym, we have to get rid of, basically this guy who is blocking the Saffron City gym, a Team Rocket grunt, and in order to get rid of him, we have to take Team Rocket, we have to destroy Team Rocket, we have to get rid of them, kick them out of the town, we have to shut down their whole operation here. You hammered me! Because basically what Team Rocket is doing here is they are working with, they are like, taking over Silph Co, I'm guessing so they can steal the Master Ball, because Silph Co made the Master Ball, in case you're unfamiliar with the Pokemon lore and how it works. Basically, Silph Co are the creators of the Master Ball, which is a Pokeball that can catch any Pokemon without fail. Simple stuff, really. If you've never played a Pokemon game, then you might not know it, but I feel like that's like one of the more simple, like, iconic items in the series, like almost as iconic as like a Pokeballs themselves, just like the Master Ball. I am one of the 4 Rocket Brothers. This is the last one, I think. We've fought the other 3 already. But yeah, we spent the last few episodes. Couple is 2, few is 3, or more, I think. But yeah, we spent the last few episodes going through this building, because it's a big building, big confusing building with a lot of teleport pads that send you across, send you to different floors, different areas. We spent a while going through this building. But this episode, we will be reaching the top, and we will be taking on Giovanni, mark my words. I don't want this to be like a... I don't think that, like this is another situation, like the SSN, where I will not stop the episode until I will not stop recording until I have beaten this, area, like the SSN. Only with the SSN, it took an hour, and like already said, like at the beginning of the episode, that I wouldn't stop recording until I did it, because I wanted to get it all done in one episode, but then it took a whole lot longer than I thought it would, so it ended up being an hour-long episode. And I will say again, with this as well, that I will not stop recording until I have gotten through the entire thing, but I don't think this will take as long as the SSN, because we've already spent 3 episodes on this, and while episodes 1 and 2 were only slightly over, while the first 2 episodes of doing this were only slightly over the time we'd do on a normal episode, the 3rd episode we did on this was much longer, so, I feel like between having done 2 pretty normal length episodes, and 1 episode that is slightly longer on this already, I feel like it is reasonable to say that we will be able to finish this off in under an hour. Oh, brothers, I lost! Basically, at the end of the last video, we got the card key, which allows us to get through these doors here. Which I actually would like to go through the floors in order, opening up all the doors on each, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything, because I do have that 100% type of way of playing video games. I don't want to miss a thing, ever. So, yeah, we'll just go through all the floors, and in order. But first of all, before we start opening up things, I just want to make sure that I get through. I fought all the trainers and done whatever all there is to be done, on all these floors before opening up the doors, before I start doing all the stuff behind those doors. Halt! Do you have an appointment with my boss? No, I do not. But I will be kicking his butt later on. So, in the last episode, I spread a little bit of misinformation, by accident, of course, just regarding, multiple things. However, and I don't remember necessarily all of them, but what I do remember is that I said that, pitcher plants, I was talking about pitcher plants, because the previous episodes, in case you missed them, I was in, like, the first episode of Silph Co, of doing the Silph Co. Obviously, as I said before, the Silph Co, the whole Silph Co stuff has taken 3 episodes so far, and the first of those 3 episodes, I found a Vile Plume, and I began to talk about, like, the inspiration behind Vile Plume, and the fact, and how it is based on a pitcher plant, despite the fact that it is called Victory Bell. It is not in fact based on a bell, or any or a plant that resembles a bell, rather it is based on the pitcher plant. And if you don't know what a pitcher plant is, I'm not going to explain it again, because that took long enough already to do it once. But basically, I started talking about Victory Bell, and the fact that they're based on a pitcher plant, and then I didn't finish that conversation topic until, like, 3 episodes later. It's kind of crazy that it took me 3 episodes to just get to the point of Victory Bell's a pitcher plant, here's what a pitcher plant is. But I do get sidetracked quite a lot during commentary, so at the same time, I'm not really that surprised. Like, obviously it's surprising, but if you were like, if someone told me, hey Alex, you're gonna spend 3 episodes trying to tell people what a pitcher plant is, I'd be like, pitcher plant, huh? But I wouldn't be, like, I'd be confused as to why it was a pitcher plant, but at the same time, I wouldn't be, like, astounded at the length of it. Like, I believe that I'd spend 3 episodes trying to explain something. Pitcher plant would not have been my guess, though. Yeah, demolished! So I'm just gonna check down here. Obviously, we cannot get to... Here's the office where Giovanni is. I can tell that it's the office we need to get to, because I can see the president of Silph Co down there, and he's currently holding the president of Silph Co hostage, and once you defeat him, so the president of Silph Co is like, hey, thanks for saving me. As a reward, I'll give you a nugget, or either a nugget or a master ball. Which one do you want? And then you pick, and then he gives you both, I think. Or maybe that's just X and Y. He might just... I think that's actually just X and Y. In this game, I think he just gives you the master ball. There's no choice required. Because, let's be honest, who would pick a nugget over a master ball anyway? I know that people did. And I think that that's really funny that, like, people picked a nugget over a master ball and, like, they knew it was a bad decision. And then he gave them the master ball anyway, and they were like, oh, I'm not taking the teleport pads, that was an accident. I'm currently just going through all these floors and unlocking the doors to see, like, what's behind them on each, so that I don't miss a thing. I'm gonna do them all in order. I'm not gonna be teleporting around and, like, unlocking random doors on random floors, because then I'm probably gonna miss something. I've already been in here. I got in here via teleport pad, and then this woman gave me an HM already, so, not an HM, a TM. Imagine if an HM was locked behind, like, a random wall and gave it to you by some random hostage in this building. That'd be crazy. Not as crazy as how you do actually get the Surf HM, though, in my opinion. Just, like, random building at the end of the Safari Zone. The farthest upper left of the Safari Zone. Help! I'm a Silph employee! Then why are you battling me? This does not get you help, but, you're currently fighting your help, but, basically, what I said in the previous, what I said in the previous episode, the episode in which I finished, my explanation of what a pitcher plant is, I said that they lured flies in with the... I said that they lured flies in with their color. Because flies were attracted to, like, bright colors, and then from there, the flies would fall in, and their wings would get wet so they couldn't fly out. When in fact, I was told by my brother, and maybe he's also wrong, maybe I'm just spreading more misinformation. I probably should have checked to confirm that what he was saying was true before correcting myself to what he was saying, but I'm just gonna trust him on this one. So what he told me is that flies do not fall into pitcher plants. Well, and even if they do, well, he didn't say that flies don't fall into pitcher plants, but he said that the goal of a pitcher plant is not to lure in flies, because flies would just be able to fly out. And that does make sense to me, because even when I was saying it, I was kind of like, oh, okay, why doesn't the fly fly out? And then I was like, oh, wait, I guess its wings get wet, because it can't fly when its wings are wet. But then I was like, wait, is that a fly thing? Or does that just apply to bees? And so I really didn't... I was sort of, like, making that up a little bit, because it just sounded logical. But, like, I believe that I was wrong on that one. It's the kind of thing where, like, I didn't think I was lying. I just thought that I was making a really good guess, and I shouldn't have said it if I wasn't sure it was true, but, like, my bad, guys. It was just me explaining how pitcher plants work, so at least I'm not spreading misinformation about, like, something important. What I'm really glad that I didn't misinform people about is the fact that I said I don't think that getting bit by a Venus flytrap is dangerous to humans, and it's not. Once again, I am getting this information from my brother, though, so maybe still look it up, just in case, but I think that, like, my brother has, like, always been... He was like the science guy. Like, I definitely did not like science. I wasn't a big fan of science, and I, like, growing up, and I always, like, I was really bad at it. I didn't know, like, I like, sucked at all my science classes, but, like, so, like, I believe him more than I believe myself on these things. Like biology and, like, chemistry. I believe him more than I believe myself in most of these topics, but, like, scientific, like, topics, but, like, just, you might want to still check just in case that he's giving me more misinformation, but, how did you know I was a rocket? I didn't until you attacked me. That's a pretty dead giveaway, but, anyway, he said that he did corroborate that Venus flytraps, like I said, do not do damage to humans with their bite, because their bite is not meant to do damage to anything, not even a fly. It is meant to trap flies. The bite is not actually what is meant to... The bite is not actually, like, the important part of the mechanism. What's the important part of the mechanism is simply the mouth closing. The bite is just an added effect. Really, the Venus flytrap's prerogative is not to bite, but rather just to close its jaw. And yes, that kind of means biting, because the ends of its leaves look like teeth, but it's not really like a bite, as much as it is just closing its jaw. Bingo! The card key opened the door. I don't know why I didn't read any of those before, and then I decided to read that one, but no. Let's see, does this guy attack me? Yes, he's gonna attack me. I support Team Rocket more than I support Silph. Traitor to your own cause. This one guy in the previous episode called me a traitor, and I was like, I don't work for Team Rocket, so I'm not really a traitor. And this guy's an actual traitor. Like, that guy wanted to call me a traitor, that didn't make any sense. This guy's an actual traitor. You're gonna call this guy a traitor? That's factual. I'm not a traitor. I cannot be a traitor for a cause that I never supported in the first place. But yeah, the thing about Venus flytraps is that, like, the whole idea behind that, the whole way that they get there, the whole way that they kill things is not through biting them, but just, like, trapping them and then slowly using enzymes to break them down. So it didn't really make sense to me. You really got me. So I said that I didn't think that their bite would hurt humans, because obviously, like, it's just a leaf biting, like, going down, and the idea behind... Oh, sorry, let me just, let Blue talk for a second. What kept you, Alex? this is, like, the end of the building here. Aha! I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you in Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Okay, so we're doing this rival battle. As I said in the previous episode, there is a rival battle in this building. It's kind of weird that he's just, like, all the way up here, and he didn't do anything about any of the Team Rocket grunts. Kind of sus. He might work for Team Rocket, question mark. But yeah, it didn't make sense to me in the previous episode. Like, I felt like I'd heard before that being bitten by a Venus flytrap didn't hurt humans, and that also made sense to me because just because, like, if its goal is not to kill things by biting it, but rather to kill things by breaking them down, then why would the bite do any damage? So not only did I feel like I remembered hearing it, but it also just made sense to me. So I did go with saying that I did come to the conclusion that, yeah, being bitten by a Venus flytrap probably doesn't hurt you. And I said at one point that, like, it may not hurt, like, it may not hurt very much, but, like, don't come crying to me if it draws blood or something. So that may not, like, tell you, that may give you the idea that I'm not very certain about what I was talking about, but I was fairly certain. Like, I was, like, 95% sure that Venus flytrap bites didn't hurt humans. Because, like, that just makes sense, you know? It's like, if its goal is not to kill the fly by biting it, then why would... And the only reason why the, like, teeth-looking ends of the leaves are there is to make sure the fly gets trapped. Then why would it hurt when they like, came down? It just made sense. So, like, I decided to go with that, and, like, I was, despite the fact that I, like, despite the fact that I was fairly sure about it, I didn't want to, like, say absolutely, yeah, go get bit, if you got bitten by a Venus flytrap, it wouldn't hurt. So I did resort to a pretty extreme... Okay. This is not good at all. I did not think that would kill. I really did not think that would kill. Let me just finish. Let me just kill this Mewtwo before I continue talking about what I was talking about, because I don't want to, like, I don't want to, like, I want to concentrate on what I'm doing before I go back to talking, because I don't want to lose any more Pokemon. Dang, it has been a hot minute since we lost a Pokemon in this Nuzlocke. And Golem was a good one, too. That stinks. We do have tons of backup Mons, but, no, I thought Surf would do a lot. That did not do much, so I thought the Toxic now. Don't kill Andrew. The last Mewtwo we fought was, like, level 32, and like, level 37, maybe? Whatever, it wasn't nearly as high level as this one, and so I thought that we could take a hit, because we took that other hit so well. But I don't think last time he even went for Psychic. I think it was something else, and even if he did go for Psychic, it makes sense that a level 40 Mewtwo Psychic would do so much more damage. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Okay. Andrew's good. Andrew's fine. Andrew can take another one if we continue healing. My gosh. I should not have gone into this battle without healing. That was stupid of me, but I hadn't lost a Pokemon in so long. I guess I got overconfident. I guess I thought my team was invincible at this point, but levels just catch up to you, I guess. They just sometimes just jumps up and then catch you by surprise. Don't crit. It just needs to not crit. Oh, special fell. That's not good either. We just need to keep stalling until he dies. It's that simple. I don't want to lose Andrew. Everyone else is on low health. If we heal up, they still kill Andrew, even if it's not a crit, because they lowered our special. I think something has to die. I think something has to die. And I don't want to, like... Because no one can take hits. And I don't want to lose Andrew. I was going to get rid of Albert anyway for Legendary. We're sacking Albert right now. Dang it, man. How many Mewtwo's this run? How many Mewtwo's? Like, it's crazy that there's, like, actual Pokemon that in this game that we haven't even seen yet. And yet we've seen so many Mewtwo's. Like, some Pokemon we have yet to even see in this game. Some Pokemon we have yet to even encounter once. Other Pokemon, we're seeing tons and tons of them, like, over and over again. So many of them. Like, Mewtwo, we've seen so many Mewtwo's. I probably couldn't even count on 2 hands how many Mewtwo's we've seen in this run. But, oh my gosh. This will heal up. This will heal up so we should live. Okay. Confusion, that gives us a little bit, yeah. That does less damage, so that gives us a little bit more health when we heal back up. Heal again, and so we should be able, and we'll take another Psychic, then we'll take another Psychic, as long as it's not a crit. A crit would probably kill us at full health, so don't crit. Just don't crit. Good. Turbine Poison, and Mewtwo goes down. Thank goodness I never replaced that Toxic. I never got rid of Toxic. And I wanted to get rid of Toxic for a while now because I'm like, we never use it. But at the same time, I knew at some point it would come in handy. And it did. Oh, so you are ready for Boss Rocket. Not anymore. You just eliminated freaking a third of my team. That's 2 Pokemon out of 6. That's gone. Well, Alex, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Alex, well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya! And he's too good to even say smell ya later anymore. Just smell ya. There he goes to the Pokemon League. That little scamp. Oh, hi, you're not a rocket. You came to save us? Why, thank you. I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. He can't just put it in my PC, can he? Bruh, I don't need that! Come on, seriously? Like, speaking of running into the same thing repeatedly, what are we on? Boy or girl? What name are we on? Last one was a boy. Yes, we called it Nidoran, and it was a Nidoran male. It was supposed to be a girl. But it was supposed to be a girl, but we named it a boy's name because it was a Nidoran male, so it had to be a boy. So I guess we'll go with a girl now. And this girl's name is gonna be... So Andrew is our Jolteon that we already have, our starter. And so we're gonna name this one... we're gonna name this one... Alyssa. Just a different A name. Albert, Alice, but there's no more room for Pokemon. Alyssa was sent to Pokemon Box 1 on PC. It's Lapras. No, it's not. It's very intelligent. We kept it in our lab, but it will be much better off with you. I think you will be a good trainer for Lapras. It's a good swimmer. It'll give you a lift. Okay, so off we go to the Pokemon Center before we go take on Giovanni, because we would not win. I'm not gonna do a grinding session right now, just because this crap has taken so many episodes already. And by so many, I mean 3. But it's like, that is more than any one, like, area, like, dungeon sort of thing. I shouldn't say cave, because there's not a cave, but it's kind of like a cave. Like, a cave type of, any sort of cave type of thing, where it's just, like, a ton of trainers, and it's, like, long and confusing, like, it's a cave type of thing. It's not a cave, but it's, like, the same sort of idea as a cave. It's difficult for the same reasons as a cave. Only, I guess, caves are slightly more difficult because wild encounters. But I guess you can run away from those, so it doesn't add, like, too much difficulty. Anyway, the point is, can I buy hyper potions here? After that battle and seeing just how little hyper potions are doing for me, just how little super potions are doing for me, I kind of want to buy some hyper potions. Yes, I can. I can't buy ultra balls yet, which is interesting, but I can buy hyper potions. So let's buy some hyper potions. About time that I started buying those. I think right now is a great time because it's just that battle just showed me how like pointless super potions are at this point in the game. They certainly got us out of that. They certainly got us out of there, but hyper potions would have gotten us out of there so much easier. It's would have gotten us out of that situation so much better. But where is Pokemon Center? I never know where to find it in this town. Here it is. Pokemart is, like, hold on. First of all, before we heal up Pokemon, let's put some other Pokemon on our team. Just replace the dead ones, just before we heal them up, and I forget which ones are dead. So Albert and Kyle have to go, which stinks, but at the same time, those are our two newest members, so I'm kinda, my heart doesn't bleed for them as much as it would for, say, like, Gerald. So we're gonna go to Bill's PC, which is PC where Pokemon are stored. My PC is where items are stored. Professor Oak's PC, I still don't know what it does. And we're gonna deposit both Kyle and Albert. Goodbye, guys. May you both rest in peace. That is the two that died, right? I just looked and I already forgot again. Okay, yeah, that is the two that died. I can tell because there's no more fainted Pokemon on the PC. And so now, who are we bringing out? Who do we have in the PC that we can bring out now? Oliver is the highest level Pokemon we have to choose from. I don't remember what Oliver is, though. Otto, I don't remember what that is. Alyssa is the Pokemon we just got there, level 15. That is the hard no. Why would you give me a level 15 Pokemon at this point in the game? Olivia is... dead? Are they dead? Mario is dead. And Lucy is the Psyduck, I think. Okay, so let's take Lucy. That sounds like a Psyduck. I know Lucy has Hydro Pump. If this is the Psyduck, I think this is. I'm fairly sure this is the Psyduck. Yeah, because I remember the Psyduck being level 20, and I don't remember that. I remember catching them at level 20, and then never leveling up. So, that's Lucy out of the team, and then also we're gonna add Oliver. Who is Oliver? I can't tell by battle cry. I'm gonna have to take a look. I legitimately don't remember who Oliver is. Let me see. It's the Nidoran. Okay. This thing's gonna evolve soon. Oh, I should have known because that is a Pokemon that is the highest level. That was the highest level Pokemon in the box, and it would make sense that it was the highest level if it was the most recent Pokemon we caught. So yeah, we're gonna add Oliver to the team. Now we have two Pokemon on this team that are the first in their evolution line, which stinks. But I think that Nidoran will evolve next level because I think that Nidoran should have already evolved into Nidorino at this point. Thing is, I know that Nidoqueen evolves via Moonstone. Sorry, Nidorina evolves into Nidoqueen via Moonstone. And did we kill our Pokemon? Yes, we did. And so now we are effectively down 2 team members because I don't want to go and grind right now. And obviously we can't send in a level 20 Pokemon against Giovanni's Pokemon, which are going to be like level 40. So we're effectively down 2 Pokemon. Can't send in a level 20 Pokemon, and like can't send in a level 30 Pokemon. Maybe we could, depending on what Pokemon it is, but in this case, it's a freaking Nidoran. So yeah, we are definitely not sending in Oliver or Lucy. I already know their names. That's great, because normally it takes me forever to memorize all the names of the team members. But I already know these team members that we just added to the team. Fantastic. It took my starter ages to get their name remembered in my memory. So y'all are lucky. And I suppose Lucy is an old team member. They just didn't do literally anything when they were on the team before. But I suppose this isn't their first time being on the team. So Lucy does have sort of an advantage because I know their name. I knew their name already because I identified Lucy as the one that is useless that I never use. Bingo! And that card key has opened this door. Or the card key has opened that door. whatever is the proper way of phrasing it. That guy I've already fought, so which makes me think I've already used both those teleport pads. I probably teleported in on one and teleported out on the other. That would make sense, because how else would I get into that room and then get back out of that room without a card key? And we're gonna open up here, and I see Pokeball up there. There are actually multiple. Let's see what we got here. We might not be able to even hold all of these items in our bag. We might even, yeah, we're out of room for items. Fantastic. What are we using? Let's go with none of these things. Let's go empty out our inventory. Sorry guys, sorry for the hold up. I know y'all are probably really excited for the Giovanni fight. I am too. I'm excited for a big old fight here, and this one might be a little bit more challenging than previous fight. This one might be a little bit more challenging than the rival fight even. Hopefully not. Actually, yeah. I hope it's more challenging than the rival fight, because the rival fight was like... The rival fight was, like, difficult, but it wasn't, like, difficult... But, like, it wasn't difficult because it was really, like, difficult. It was difficult because we were not ready. Like, our entire team was at half health. Like, that's why the rival fight was difficult. So if Giovanni's team was just as difficult as the rival fight, then he'd probably be able to get our entire team basically down to half health, and that's not very interesting if it just like stops at half health. So as much as I don't want to die, at the same time I'm like, okay, I sure hope it's a little bit more interesting. I'm sure hope there's some tension. Maybe not another Mewtwo, because that's a little bit overdone at this point. But anyway, let's not build PC. Actually, while I'm here, I don't know what Professor Oak's PC does. Let's see what it is. I've always wondered. Access Pokedex rating system. Want to get your Pokedex rated? Sure. I don't know how this works. I've never done this. Pokedex completion is 151 Pokemon seen. We've seen every Pokemon. Never mind. 16 Pokemon owned. Professor Oak's rating. You're on the right track. Get a Flash HM for my aid. I literally did that ages ago. Like, so long ago. It's nuts. Oh, is it just because it's not in my bag anymore? He thinks I never got it? Huh. Anyway, so we're gonna deposit some items, make some room for new items. Let's put the X speed in there, because when are we ever gonna need an X speed? I don't know why this thing has stayed in my inventory for so long. I remember it being there the last time I emptied my inventory, and I didn't empty it out then, and so I'm gonna empty it out now. I think it was even there, like, primarily, maybe even the time before that I emptied my inventory. We're gonna put this dire hit in here. There might already be a dire hit in there, because I seem to remember putting a dire hit in the PC previously. Like, dire hits will never be useful. Max Revive we can put in there as well. We could sell it. That would probably be the better use of it. Card key. Most key items we would put in here, but card key we need at the moment. Bicycle is another key item we need at the moment. Super Rod, I guess we might need soon. Max Elixirs, we've never used one of those, and in this particular run, I don't think it's a problem, because we only ever ran out of PP on one Pokemon, and then everyone else was fine. Like, we only ever run out of PP on our Pokemon if we are, like, super... Actually, I think we need to empty out more stuff, because I think there's, like, a lot of items to get in Silph Co. We only ever ran out of PP on our Pokemon if we, like, use them for, like, half of Silph Co. Albert. Rip Albert, by the way. I know it just happened, but, like, I miss him already. Anyway, before Mewtwo started sweeping through my team, I was talking about the, carnivorous plants, I think, still. You'd think that after last episode, and the episode before that, and the episode before that one, how much I was talking about them, I would be done talking about the carnivorous plants at this point, but still, no. So anyway, what I was saying is that, I was right about, what was I right about? I was right about Venus flytraps not hurting humans when they bite down, and I may have sounded uncertain about it in the video, but I was fairly sure I was right. I just wanted to make sure that in the event that I was wrong, just in case I was wrong, I was like 95% sure that I was right, but just in case I was wrong, I wanted to make sure that people didn't believe that I was right. Like, just in case I was wrong, I wanted to make sure that I covered the base of maybe I'm wrong. I wanted to make sure that, like, I said that I may not be right, just in case I wasn't. Like, I was quite sure I was, but I needed to just say, like, I just needed to clarify, like, I am not a scientist, I'm just a man on the internet, don't listen to everything you hear on the internet, just in case I was wrong, because I was fairly sure I was. I wasn't. I was really sure I wasn't wrong. But I was fairly sure I wasn't wrong, but I didn't want to be the reason that someone stuck their hand in a Venus flytrap, thinking that it wouldn't hurt them, and then their arm got bitten off. Exaggeration, just to be clear. That will not happen. I now know that will not happen. According to my brother, at least. Once again. Fairly sure, 95% sure that you'll be fine if you get bitten by a Venus flytrap. And my brother, I'm sure, is even more sure. But just in case, you're not, you won't be. Don't look into it yourself, because I sure as heck did not look it up to make sure that both of us were right. I'm just saying that since my brother also says that you wouldn't get hurt if you stuck your hand in a Venus flytrap, that I'm just saying that since we're both saying it, he's sort of corroborating me, which makes it more likely that I was right. But that still I still could be wrong. Like, I don't think I am, and he really does not think I am. But we both could be wrong, theoretically. So look into it yourself. Shh, can't you see I'm hiding? Oh, sorry, man, my bad. I'm gonna deal with Team Rocket real fast, don't worry about it, and then you'll be able to get out of the hiding spot, go back to your life, doing whatever you do, whatever it is you do. But yeah, I just thought, like, part of me was just thinking, like, I thought, like, oh yeah, it's just two leaves closing, so, like, why would it do damage to humans? But, like, then part of me was just like, well, some plants, like, some plants do have thorns, so I was thinking, like, hey, maybe those things on the end of the leaves are thorns, and maybe it would actually hurt. Like, I was fairly sure that it was just two leaves closing, and so it wouldn't hurt you if it chomped down on you. But just in case they were like thorns and they would actually like stab into you, they were. I just wanted to make sure. I just wanted to make it clear that I may be wrong. But yeah, my brother also agreed with me. That your hand would probably break the teeth, the quote-unquote teeth of the leaves, rather than, because they are just leaves. Like, they would probably just bend against your arm. They wouldn't do damage to your arm. They would just, like, literally bend when they hit it. Like, your arm would make the teeth bend back, probably. Your arm would probably do more damage to the so-called teeth than the teeth would do damage to your arm, because they're not actually teeth. And they're not thorns either. They are just leaves. Anyway, so found a burn heal. That might be useful at some point in the future. I'm starting to worry again that even with how much we just removed from our bag, that our bag is gonna get full again. There's so many items here, and normally I'd be like really happy that there's so many items, that we're getting so many items, and like I am. But at the same time, there's this bittersweetness to it that doesn't happen to me in other games, where it's just like, well, I'm glad I'm getting all these items, but at the same time, me getting all these items comes with the drawback of me not being able to get more items in the future because the bag is full. And this guy we already fought, which already seemed to have fought because he's not challenging us, which makes me think that we took this teleporter, and then we ended up in a room that we could not exit, so we just took it back. But now we can exit the room, because the same way that we entered the room. Through the door, which used to be locked, but is now open. And, in fact, now entirely gone. That's interesting, that the door doesn't just open, it just, like, entirely disappears. But I guess that would have been difficult to, like, make with sprites. Especially sprites that are this, like, primitive. You! It's really dangerous here. You came to save me? You can't! Oh, yes I can. You seem to doubt the abilities of an 11-year-old, which is fair. But, which it would be fair in real life. However, in the Pokemon world, 11-year-olds can do whatever the heck they want, apparently. Team Rocket was after the Master Ball, which will catch any Pokemon. So I was right, they do want the Master Ball. That is what they are trying to do here. I really don't know my Gen 1 story as well as I should. It would be bad if Team Rocket took over Silph or our Pokemon. So does Gen 1 follow the same... Do you like the Gen 1 games follow the same, like, plot that the anime and movie does? Because, like, I know in the anime, they, like, created Mewtwo, Team Rocket, and then they released it during Ash's 8th gym battle with Jesse and James, because usually Giovanni runs the gym, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure they said it in the anime. Like, oh, it was Giovanni, it's Giovanni's gym, but then and then I'm sure Giovanni was like, well, Jesse and James, I'm busy, you do it. But at the same time, that sounds kind of absurd, because, like, why would he trust them to do it when they fail constantly? But I guess maybe he was just like, well, Ash is just a little twerp, so you could probably deal with him. But then again, they've never been able to deal with Ash before. So, like, really, I'm just sitting here going, why did Giovanni put Jesse and James in charge of the gym if he is the gym leader in the anime? Like, I know he's the gym leader in this game, but is he the gym leader in the anime? If so, then how on earth in the anime did Jesse and James end up running the gym? Because Giovanni would never trust them with such a big responsibility. I wonder if Silph is finished. Oh, I already talked to you. Yeah, right, that's what this teleporter sent me in here, and then I talked to you before. I remember that dialogue. I just couldn't get out of the room before, but now I'm entering the room from the other way, because I have the card key to open the door to the room. Anyway, so we already found Giovanni's, I shouldn't say we already found the office where Giovanni is. I was going to say Giovanni's office, but it's not Giovanni's office, because this is Silph Co. Giovanni doesn't really have an office, does he? He has, like, a place where he... Is it an office? I don't really know. He has a couch. He has a room with a couch in it. But yeah, like, this big building isn't even, like... What's crazy is that, like, the big building is, like, the last major confrontation with Team Rocket. Like, obviously, you fight Giovanni in his gym later on, but that's not, like, a confrontation with Team Rocket. That's just a confrontation with Giovanni. Hey, look, this is the girl that heals me. That would have been great before I lost 2 Pokemon. Because she's surrounded by beds, so I think you look tired. You should take a quick nap. Can I say no? No, I cannot say no. But it was so quick that it didn't even matter. I think in future games that's longer. I think they do like the whole of like Nurse Joy in future games. But in this game, it just seems to be like a white flash, and then you're all healed up, and ready to go. At least I assume you're healed. I don't know what else that would have done, but I guess I can't know for sure because my Pokemon were already at full health. Your Pokemon seem to adore you, kid. They do. I meant to press Z, and then I mean A. Lol. Who uses emulators? I don't use emulators. I meant to press A and then press something else, and I was like, why is the dialogue progressing? And I'm like, oh wait, I'm pressing the wrong thing. Yeah, Andrew is gonna come in. It's been a while since we actually like fought a trainer in here. We've just been unlocking doors and collecting items for the past like 10 minutes or so probably. But like, this guy is behind the door. Is behind one of the doors. We could not access this guy before. So, So he is actually a trainer that we haven't fought yet. And you think that, hey, maybe since he's like, since he's behind the door, it would take longer to get to him than other people here, that he would be much higher level. He would have much higher level Pokemon than other people here. But no, he's still just chilling with his Pokemon at level 28. I switched to Carly, not thinking about the fact that we'd be fighting a Rhyhorn. And now here we are fighting a Rhyhorn with all non-effective moves. So who could take a Rhyhorn? Not Gerald, because they also have only normal type moves. This sucks, man. This stinks that, like, we went from having... We just lost so much coverage. Like, now we're back to... Now that those 2 Pokemon with basically only normal type moves is so much more of a hindrance. because we don't have coverage on other Pokemon. It's like, we have 4 usable Pokemon right now, and 2 of them essentially can only use normal type moves. Like, yes, Raticate can use Fly, which is good, but all their other moves are normal type. So, like, that helps us, but not tremendously. And Acid is not very effective, but this will still kill at this point. Like, let's be honest, they are so low health. Like, yeah, let's not even waste PP on Nightshade, just use an Acid. It kills, despite the not very effectiveness. Resistance, I should say. Eevee. That is an easy Pokemon to take down. We could send in anything against that, so let's not send in a Pokemon that doesn't need levels. Let's send in a Pokemon that does need levels. Which is every Pokemon, frankly, besides Andrew. Honestly, it would have been a better idea to send in, like, Pokemon that weren't level 42, but I guess those are still under-leveled. It's just, like, probably should have sent in the level 30 Pokemon, or even the level 20 Pokemon, because, yeah, that we would be 8 levels below. At the same time, this isn't Eevee, and we do have Hydro Pump on that side of it, so... Yeah, it's just, like, it's kind of crazy to me, just how unwilling I was to train up Lucy at all, because usually I get a Pokemon, and I'm just, like, so anxious to train it up, but I think at this point in the series, I'm just, like, yeah! I'm just, like, so... I feel like I've wasted so much of y'all's time. Like, I feel like this series has gone on for so long at this point that I just want to continue making progress. I don't want to do any more grinding episodes, really. Like, I won't do any more grinding episodes if I can help it, because I feel like I've done so many of them, and it's really made this series a lot longer. And I'm sure y'all don't mind, like, extra content. I'm sure y'all don't mind hearing, like, my commentary, for like a lot of commentary, but like at least have something interesting. I should at least have something interesting for you in the background of my commentary. Really, my commentary is the background, but it sort of comes to the foreground of importance when I remember seeing it before. Well, I'm scared. Okay, yeah, you're that girl. It sort of comes to the foreground of importance when there's nothing. When the only other thing going on is me grinding. So we've already looted this room. It's another one of those rooms with boxes that has like a lot of Pokeballs in it, but we have already looted that place. So we're gonna head up here. No more walls to unlock there. No more walls to unlock here, I'm sure, because I believe this is where I got the card key to unlock the walls. So with that, I think that means we've explored everything except the room where we fight Giovanni himself. So now we just gotta figure out how to get back there, because I already went there before, but I don't remember. But there's so many teleport pads and they all look the same. I know that it's a teleport pad behind some wall, and I remember that it's not like one of the higher floors. I think it's floor 3 that the teleport pad we need to take is on. But like, once again, as I said in a previous episode, in this game, you do not have the little thing at the top of the screen that says what floor of Silph Co you're on when you enter a new floor. So I'm just going to go down to the bottom and then count up, because I don't know which floor we're on now. So this is this floor 1 or floor 2? I guess it doesn't matter, because I know it's this one. It was the 3rd one up of the actual, like, building, like, not the lobby. Like, maybe the lobby is floor 1, but I wasn't considering it floor 1. I believe this is the one. Let's see if memory serves. Let's see if memory, for once, serves me. In the slightest. It does not. Fantastic. Okay. That was not the way. So, I have misremembered, and no one is surprised, frankly, I'm sure. This guy is the guy who tells me to, like, shush is here? Yeah. Okay. So, I think that, since I remember talking to him after, finding the way up to Giovanni, and after doing the rival battle, and since I was doing unlocking the walls in floor order, that means that it had to have been a floor below this one. Maybe. Probably. I hope so. Is it this one? It might be this one? It is not this one. Nope, this does not take us to the place we need to be. That takes us back to that place where that guy said I betrayed something or whatever, I think. trade the Team Rocket. As a line, still doesn't make any sense. But yeah, so I don't think it's this floor, unless it's, wait, it might be this one. On second thought, because there were 2 walls there that I just went through. It was 2 places that used to have walls. Yes, this seems to be it. Is it? Wait, this might not be it, actually. No, because I was just here. Bruh. I had it, and now I've lost it. Now I've forgotten which door, which pathway leads me to Giovanni. I'm sure it wasn't a very high up floor. Is it this one? It might, and it certainly was behind a wall. It was behind a wall. Okay, it was the one next to the one I just went into. And now I think there is nothing else stopping me from reaching Giovanni. Okay, I was gonna say I don't think there's anything else, but I didn't think there's any more trainers. But here's another trainer. There's one more. Stop right there. Don't you move. Okay. Playing statues or some crap. How much longer would you like me to not move? How much longer would you like me to stay still? Because you sound out a Pokemon, which makes me think you want to battle or something, but you just told me to not move. So how am I supposed to, like, telling Pokemon what to do if I don't move? I think it's supposed to move. I think this is where I start moving. I think game over. I think that we just start moving now. Probably should get Andrew out of the front, because we don't want to get them too over-leveled when so many other Pokemon need XP, but I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Like, there's no use in switching them out of the front now, since we want them in the front for Giovanni. And I wouldn't... Oh my gosh, okay, we should probably, yeah, switch them out now. Because we don't want them out of the front, but they are our only special... Not our only special attacker. We actually are now even when it comes to special attackers and physical attackers. I was gonna say, I think we don't have any... I think we're, like, limited on special attackers now. But no. Actually, we have 2 physical attackers now and 2 special attackers. Because normal is a physical. Because normal is physical, and Gerald has only normal moves, and I guess they are just a physical attacker in general, so that's great. At least last time I checked, they were a physical attacker. Maybe it's changed. I know with some Pokemon it changes over time. Let me actually see if I can check. I can check, right? If they're out, yeah. Attack 99, special 95. Yeah, we are still a physical attacker. Mind you, we're not a physical attacker as much as we used to be before. But I think it's crazy that, like, Gerald literally doesn't learn anything. Like, we haven't gotten a new move since, like, Smog, I think. Literally, we haven't gotten any other fire-type stab since we deleted Ember. Which is crazy, because we're, like, what now? Level 45? No, 42. Everyone is level 42 of the original team. When I say original team, I mean the team of 6 that we've had for a while now. I know they're not like the original team. I know there were Pokemon on there before them, but that's something when I say original team. I thought that this episode wasn't going to be an hour, but here we are at the 53-minute mark, and we're not into Giovanni yet, so I'm thinking now that it might be. It could very well be, actually. Looking at how much of the episode, how much we have to do, looking at, like, how much more is left before we hit the hour mark, how many more minutes. Oh my gosh. Chansey's defense is, like, not as good as its special, but Chansey still took that like a champ. Like, I thought that like the special moves were the problem, because we went for Surf, and, like, that's a special move, but, like, that Jolteon's special attack is just crazy, is what that shows me. Like, its defense, Chansey's defense is so much lower than their special defense. But because they're just, like, because Jolteon's special attack is so high, like, their special attacking did just as much damage as Gerald's attacking, which is just crazy. But yeah, I just realized that, like, Chansey must be jacked in this game. At least it would be if it had, like, actual stab that was good, because it is a normal type, and normal is physical. But, like, I feel, and, like, I don't think it learns all that many special moves, but if a Chansey does get a special move, that must be really good in this game, because the physical, like, the special split hasn't happened yet, like, the special attack and special defense haven't become 2 separate stats yet. So since their special defense is so high, that means the special attack is also very high, and, like, if Pokemon was still like that, Chansey would be a goddess with, like, with flamethrower. That'd be so good. And just when I was talking about the fact that we haven't learned any fire-type moves since Ember. Wow. What fantastic timing. Yes, Fire Punch. We're gonna be very careful. To delete anything we might regret later. And we're gonna get rid of Dizzy Punch, because we never use it anyway. Yeah. We already have gotten rid of Leer on so many Pokemon. I don't think anyone on our team left has Leer, so we might as well keep it on Gerald just to be safe. We're going to keep in Gerald against the Magnemite, because half health is not the best place to be in a Nuzlocke, but at the same time, we don't really have to worry about Magnemite, especially when it is 11 levels below us. Giovanni's team, judging by the rival, will probably be a lot higher level. Their Pokemon, their Ace might even be like the same level as the same level as Gerald, possibly level 43, because like the rival's Ace was level 40, and I'm expecting at least a jump of like 1 or 2 levels. Like I don't think it'll be that big of a jump, but at least a jump of 1 or 2 levels. I think there is going to be a jump. I think he's going to have, and I don't think it's gonna be 1. I don't think it's just gonna be like 40 to 41. I think it'll at least be 2 levels. Maybe 3. Like, yeah, 43 sounds, like a reasonable level to assume that his Ace is. Who knows, maybe his Pokemon will start at level 40, that would be terrifying. But yeah, I really wasn't expecting the rival's Ace to be level 40, and I feel like his other Pokemon weren't, like, getting up there, you know? I think it's suddenly, like, quite a big jump with Mewtwo, because I wasn't noticing, like, that the levels were that close to ours, and then all of a sudden he sends out a Mewtwo, and its level is, like, fairly close to ours, and then all of a sudden it's a big problem. Don't! Please! Like, I don't think, like, if it was, like, if his team was, like, level 38, some level 38, some level 39s, and then a level 40, it would have, like, made sense to me, but I don't think that, I think there was, like, a sudden jump, really, because I think if it was level 38 and level 39, I would have noticed. Or maybe I was just oblivious to the entire thing. Alex, so we meet again. The President and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up matters, or experience a world of pain. It's like, walks all the way over. You couldn't wait for me to walk to you. It's like shouting at me from across the room. It's like, if I were a villain, I'd wait for them to come to me. I wouldn't waste my breath shouting at them across the room. And they start with a Venonat, which is level 37. Good that it's not starting where the rival left off. Good that his first Pokemon is level 40. That puts me in good. That makes me feel slightly better, slightly more hopeful about the levels. And he doesn't even have. Did the rival have 6 Pokemon? I feel like the rival had more Pokemon than he sent out another Venonat. Oh my gosh, the mix-up I'm not ready for. Another Venonat. Oh my gosh, what is he cooking? What is he going to send out next? To use Moltres. Okay, that's slightly a step up from a Venonat, but we still do have Surf. So my plan has not changed. My plan of action has not changed here. Just gonna keep doing what we've been doing. Another level 37 Pokemon. They did live 1. Which is honestly kind of surprising to me, because considering they're both 10 levels above, and anti-special attack is so good. But they did live 1. I guess never underestimate legendaries, but assuming that he doesn't have 2 legendaries, I think that we should be good. But whatever he's sending out next, I doubt that it's better than a Moltres. Gengar. It's arguably better than a Moltres, considering what our team is. But I'm just gonna keep Andrew in, because they are, and like I could probably use other Pokemon. Actually, no, I really couldn't. Like normal, two of our Pokemon have only normal type moves, and then the other Pokemon we have to use right now is Ghost type, so they're weak to Gengar. So yeah, I probably do just want to keep Andrew in. Dang, no one else got any action during this battle. But, like, after the whole scare with Mewtwo, I honestly do not mind a Wait, I do not mind Andrew sweeping through everything. Just put me at ease, Andrew. You're confusing me while I'm asleep. Is that really necessary, Giovanni? Just you wait until I wake up, and then snap out of confusion. Just you wait. Guard spec? I don't even know what that does, man. What does that even do? Like, what is even the use of a guard spec? I'm already confused. Do you have any attacking moves, Giovanni? Like, what is going on here? Confused, right. I am already confused. When is Andrew gonna wake up? Does he seriously not have, like, any ghost-type stab? So he's going for the confused, right? Okay, he does have Nightshade. So why haven't you been using that? You could have killed me in 3 turns like that. You literally could have killed me by now if you just kept going for Nightshade. Dream Eater? I'm not asleep. Why didn't you go for Dream Eater while I was... Oh my gosh, he's so stupid. He's so dumb. I can't believe the leader of this criminal organization is an actual idiot. It's like literally... My rival is more of a menace than you. My rival gave me so much more trouble than you are giving me right now. And I wake up at 2. Wow. Literally, if this wasn't Gen 1 and I didn't have to take a turn to wake up, you would be dead right now. I will not take another Nightshade, so I am going to switch out just to be safe. But you are on your last legs, Giovanni. For your sake, I hope you have a potion. Fuse Ray? Okay. I am a little frightened, just a little bit. Because we could hit ourselves and do 20 damage, I guess, possibly. And then the Nightshade that does 41 damage would kill. It's highly unlikely, but I'm just going to heal up just to be safe. Give him another chance to attack. Oh, he went for Dream Eater. Okay. And from there, we're going to go for our newly learned Fire Punch. Because now we can hit this thing. Before the last battle, we wouldn't be able to hit this thing. But now we have moves besides normal type moves, which is fantastic. Finally, Gerald can hit with something besides normal type moves. Again. Oh, I lost again? Yes, Giovanni, you lost again. Maybe you didn't have a team composed of 2 Venonats and a stupid Gengar, then you wouldn't have, but you did. Blast it all! You ruined our plans for Silph. But Team Rocket will never fall. Alex, never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. I must go, but I shall return. I'm sure you will, because I have seen playthroughs of this game, and I know. And in fact, I have played Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, so I know I will see you again. And I know exactly when I will be seeing you again. And I have told the audience when I will be seeing you again. So frankly, it won't be a surprise to anybody, but thank you for saving Silph. I will never forget you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way. Because I am rich, I can give you anything. Here, maybe this will do. Alex does not have room in his bag. Frick! Can you imagine? What does this woman have to say? Thank you for rescuing all of us. We admire your courage. You're welcome. All in a day's work for an 11-year-old in the Pokemon world. But with that, I'm going to get out of this building, because we've spent enough episodes in this building. I'm starting to get tired of these floor tiles. Did I say tiled of these floor tiles? Tired of these floor tiles. If I said tiled, then I'm sorry. If I didn't say tiled, then I guess I'm just an idiot. Thinks he's an idiot. And if I didn't say it, wait. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna end there. I'm an idiot. I'm like, and if I didn't say it, then I'm an idiot. Wait, or if I did say it, I'm an idiot? If I can't figure out what would make me an idiot, according to the rules I've set for myself, about what makes me an idiot, I think that it just proves I'm an idiot. Regardless of whether I said tiles or tire, regardless of whether I said tiled or tired, I think the fact that I can't even remember what I said proves that I'm an idiot. Anyway, so, with that, we've taken down Silph Co, and we will now be able to access the 6th gym and fight Sabrina, which we will probably do in the next episode. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all so much for watching, EV Clan. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Alex Espion, finally signing off. Long episode, huh, guys?